Welcome to Hoops Friday night. I'm Adam Solomon. This is Tony Quach, a.k.a. Must Quach TV. Dylan Tyson will join us shortly. A lot of basketball being played tonight, of course, with no games on Tuesday or Wednesday. And we'll start with a battle of the big boys. Division II, we go Lima Senior hosting Findlay.
Big in terms of size, but it'll be Findlay trying to get bigger in the win column. The Trojans are looking for their second victory of the season, while Lima Senior looks to improve to 5-1.
Now, Findlay has won 3 straight in this matchup. Lima Senior has won 12 straight at home, dating back to last season. It's the second oldest series for the Spartans in their history. Lima Senior sets the tone early in this one, though. The hustle here off the missed is shot. Green skies for the offensive board, goes back up. No good, stays with it, and converts a very hard-earned first 2 points of the game. Now it's Jaquel Cotton driving baseline, using that 6', 7-inch frame to make it look way easier than it is. He had 20 points. Findlay's hanging around early, though. Here they catch Lima Senior sleeping on the inbounds. Riley Corco scores. Now on the fast break, Carter Imke fakes the dish, finds space for the layup. They're down 6 later in the first quarter, but the Spartans start to conquer the Trojans the rest of the way. Willie Foster to Noah Simpson. The long ball falls. Back down we go. This time, Sean Foster hits 3 of his 16 points. Lima Senior improves to 5-1. Spartans pull away. 84-34 is your final score. All right, staying in Allen County, a rematch from November 30th. Lima Central Catholic beat Shawnee in the Elida Tip-Off Classic Championship 66-63 in overtime. Tonight, we're at the Indians, and we go to the third quarter in a close game. Off the Shawnee miss, LCC's able to come away with the ball. Jordan Pretty will go coast to coast, off the glass and in. LCC trails 50-43 at this point. Thunderbirds back with the ball now late in the third. Azad Burton alone in the corner. Money from range. It's a 6-point ball game. But here come the Indians. Ball movement coming up out to Trevick Berkey. The three's good. LCC takes a timeout. Time running out now in the third. Shawnee's defense picks up the steal up to Berkey, who gets up to get down with 2 hands. The lead is up to 13. LCC tries to stop the bleeding. No good here. Beckett Berkey, though, up to Trevick. A 13-2 run to end the third quarter. So we go to the fourth, and they're keeping the pedal to the metal. Beckett Berkey connects for 3 of his 24. The lead ballooned to 20 points. Trevick Berkey ended with 32 points and 13 rebounds. Shawnee wins round 2, 74-59.
All right, guys, another in-town rivalry in Delphus. Jefferson and St. John's. Way back before 1954, these teams met every year, but the Cats and the Jays did not meet in the regular season for 68 years until 2022. Now it's the 3rd annual Battle of Delphus for our Hoops Friday Night Spotlight Game.
This Hoops Friday Night Spotlight Game is presented by Midwest Electric Incorporated.
Yes, 68 years later, St. John's has maintained control over Jefferson, a 45-19 series record, and the Blue Jays won both meetings this century, a combined score of 123-73. The Wildcats are down double digits as we start the third, but here's Mason Wiltsey and Carter Ragnar running the pick and roll. It's a bucket for the senior forward, looking for a spark early in the second half, but no slowing down the Mac's leading scorer. Cam Elwer bullies his way inside, gets a few offensive boards along the way, but drops it in to extend the Blue Jays lead. The Wildcats, though, still clawing from behind. Agner catches the inside feed from Kellen Brotherwood, and he converts it at the rim to keep the Jeff Cats in striking distance. But too much firepower from the Jays tonight. It's Braden Klaus going coast to coast for 2. St. John's remains perfect on the year, 74-29.
Battle for Route 66. We go 7-0 Spencerville, 2-5 St. Mary's. Rough Riders took last year's meeting 54-50. It's the first time these two teams have met on a Friday ever. Fun fact. First quarter, we're underway. Kids love the long ball. Grady Smith hits a Spencerville 3 to start to build a lead. On the other end, St. Mary's Alex Haney trying to keep up with the Bearcats, but they're down 13 here after that bucket. But back comes Spencerville. They're number 13. That's Owen Sensabaugh driving, scoring the layup. Now it's Grady Smith later, another 3 coming up, which will extend the lead to 20 points. There it is. Now St. Mary's would get 2 more here from Caden Geiger, but it's Spencerville walking away the winner 70-34. Bearcats are 8-0.
Here's some more Allen County action. The McDonald's Holiday Tournament took place at Bluffton University. Arlington wins a close one against Wayne Trace. 48-44 is the final. Meanwhile, Bluffton took down Emmanuel Christian 63-44. Bluffton will meet Arlington in the finals, while Wayne Trace takes on Emmanuel Christian in the consolation game. Meanwhile, Fort Jennings defended the fort tonight against the Temple Christian Pioneers. They won 60-37. In the Ayersville Holiday Classic, the Pilots fell to Napoleon, 69-40.
Well, another Allen County team on the road tonight, guys. Allen East heads to Cory Rawson. The Hornets are 0-7. Getting their first win, it won't be easy against a Mustang team that's won the last 3 meetings. And, well, pretty much a perfect first half for Allen East. Braylon Schultz finding Ethan Young for the open 3 to make it a Mustangs lead, guys, 23-2. Yeah, more of that all night long. Schultz goes down low to Logan Helser. Braylon Schultz tonight tied a school record with 14 assists. Well, for Cory Rawson, there's still a long season ahead, and it's a good sign when your 6'2" junior Austin Inbody can knock down the corner 3. Hey, he's happy for the moment, but maybe not after the final buzzer. It's a 31-5 halftime lead. No looking back for Allen East. That's senior Hunter Nichols on the transition bucket on Allen East's way to a 59-15 win.
Well, it was a busy night for Allen County. Perry hosting Ada. The Commodores have won 11 straight against the Bulldogs. This year, though, Ada is 6-2, while Perry is still looking for their first win. First quarter, Caleb Hickman kicks it out to Zach Zimmerman, who knocks down the 3. Get used to that image. Ensuing possession, Perry keeping it moving. Boss Horrison cuts to the paint, pulls up, floats it in, 2 of his 4. But it's back to Ada and back to Zach Zimmerman. Out to the corner. Good. Next possession, we'll call him ZZ Top Shelf with nothing but quality three-point shooting. Tony Dillon, I'll explain who ZZ Top is after the show.
I've played Guitar Hero. We're good.
Zimmerman had 19 points, and Ada snaps the losing streak against Perry with the 51-35 win.
Well, out-of-town visitors at the Bath Gymnasium for the second of a home-and-home series against Oregon Cardinal Stritch. The Wildcats lost 60-46 on the road last season. This year, they're looking to get back to 500 after a 2-game slide. The Cats up 6 to open the second quarter, and very quickly, Jaden Ryan from the post, the Cats up 8. Next trip down now, Logan Markley cuts inside, goes off the glass, 23-13 Bath, and they're just heating up. It's Dagan Hawkins, the junior, notching another steal. He takes it coast to coast for his 3rd straight bucket. 10 unanswered by Bath to start the quarter, 29-13. Now the Cardinals do bounce back. They're within 9, but how about this for an answer? Jaden Ryan. Get that weak stuff out of here. Markley open for the transition score. A career-high 28 points for the junior tonight, leading Bath to a 75-41 win.
We had some girls basketball action today, too. The Vicky Mock Holiday Classic over at Elida. In the championship game, Allen East tops Lima Senior 55-43. In the consolation game, Elida is victorious against New Knoxville 44-32. Staying with the ladies, the Smithy Way Holiday Showcase, Elida defeats Botkins 44-32. In the Route 119 Challenge, is it route or route?
Route.
English
I like
class.
route.
I think route. Marion Local bested St. Henry 51-42.
Well, it's time for a quick break. En route to a commercial here. We'll catch our breath and come back with the PCL, Hardin County, the MAC highlights and scores straight ahead. Welcome back to Hoops Friday night. Let's turn our attention to the Putnam County League now, one of our few in-conference matchups.
Lipstick plays host to Columbus Grove. Both teams are looking for their first PCL win.
Now, Grove is actually looking for their first win of the season, just 0-2 so far, while Lipstick is sitting at 4-2 overall. Now, the Vikings are getting us started here. Nick Schrader will jump this pass as we build the drama. He'll get the layup to go the other direction. A little pump fake there. Lipstick starts us out 2-0. Then the Vikings secure their own board. Ty Lammers will get the defender in the air, gets the hoop, the harm. He does get the free throw to go and puts the Vikings up 1. But the Bulldogs make quick work here. Trent Barraza looks up court and finds Landon Best with nobody home. Grove's back on top. Trevin Baxter now comes up with a steal. He'll miss the layup initially, but Kyle Hopkins has his teammates back, gets the second chance points. Columbus Grove is in the win column, an 80-60 final over now 4-3 Lipstick.
We'll make our way over to the launch pad. The Rockets welcome in the Patrick Henry Patriots. Last year's meeting saw PG defeating the Patriots 53-29. In the third quarter, Patrick Henry is moving the ball around. Lincoln Krager gets a bounce pass and the easy 2. Patriots now lead by 18. Next time down for PH, there's plenty of open space between Reed Krager and his defender. Big mistake. He buries the 3 with ease. Patrick Henry goes up by 21. The Rockets, they need to get something going. Corey Gertzen pokes the ball loose. He lays out the red carpet for Lane Lee. No one's going to stop him from scoring. And the Rockets continue to chip away. Gertzen sees one that he likes, and he gets the 3 ball to fall. But Pandora Gilboa still trails big. Meanwhile, Patrick Henry adds on. Mac Heber cans a tray. Patrick Henry wins this one, 66-41. We got another PCL team in non-conference action. Kalida heads to the barn to take on Lincoln View. The Lancers have won 5 of the last 7 meetings against the Wildcats. We'll start off in the first quarter. Braylon Smith is looking for an open man. He connects with Jackson Schrader for the mid-range J. Kalida is now up by 4. The Lancers have an answer for that. Chase Overholt will respond with a mid-range shot of his own. The junior cuts the deficit in half. Let's head to the second quarter. The Lancers are down by 3. Cory Hamilton gets the rock, and he lays it home. It's still a one-possession game. Later on in the quarter, here's Jackson Huffman sneaking one in. It's a back-and-forth affair between these two teams, but in the end, the Wildcats would stand tall. Jacob Siebenek finds a wide-open Owen Grimm, and he hits the corner 3. Kalida gets the road dub. 69-53 is your final.
All right, some other Putnam County schools. Ottoville traveled to Crestview and lost 70-30. Miller City loses for the first time this season, a 46-43 barn burner against Tenora. In the BVC, Macomb is a winner over Kenton, 54-45. Liberty Benton is a winner against Genoa in the Steve Wilman Classic, 63-40. Perrysburg beat Wauseon in the other game of that tournament.
Well, let's check in on the MAC. New Bremen hits the road tonight to Hardin Northern. The Cardinals were 2-5 coming in this game last year. This season, a 2-game swing. They're 4-3. The Polar Bears, meanwhile, one of the top teams in the NWCC with a 3-0 conference record, but 0-3 out of the conference. And playing the MAC's no easy task, guys. New Bremen won the last 2 meetings by a combined 56 points. Polar Bears look to change the narrative early. Xander Wilson finds Christian Rostifer atop the key for 3. Hardin Northern has their first lead, 9-7. Moments later, back down by 3. It's Luke Price from the perimeter. He's ice cold for the Polar Bears. They're hanging around in a 12-12 game. But under 2 to play in the first quarter, New Bremen going to make a statement. Gavin Kelhorst opts for the long 3 and drills it. The Cardinals up 7. And next trip down, Aaron Webker sizing up his man, shoots his shot. Got it. +1. New Bremen with 12 unanswered in under 2 minutes. They're up 24-12 to start the second quarter and not taking their foot off the gas. James Nelson drives the lane, kicks out to Rylan Boosie. The triple is true. The Cardinals outscore the Polar Bears 17-3 in the second. They cruise to a 69-26 win.
Around the MAC we go. Route 119 Challenge. The boys game, Marion Local beat St. Henry 58-50. Parkway beat Centerburg 52-45 in the Grandview Heights Bobcat Classic. Fort Recovery, a winner over South Adams out of Indiana, 52-42 is your final there, while Coldwater beat Ansonia 63-24. And Paulding, a winner over North Central, 56-41 is your score there. All right, our final break has arrived. When we come back, more holiday tournaments. We're at Piqua, the Shelby County League, highlights and scores straight ahead. Welcome back to Hoops Friday night. The non-league matchups continue as we go to the Piqua Holiday Tournament. A pair of games. Troy Christian against Piqua, and our local matchup, Bell Fountain versus Russia. Now, that's right. That matchup started the doubleheader off at 6 o'clock. The Russia Raiders are 7-0. Bell Fountain Chieftains, they are 3-2 coming into this game. Now, in the opening quarter, Russia gets off to a fast start. Jackson Grogine lets it fly from three-point land. Nothing but net for the senior. The Raiders are up 9-1. Down the court we go, though. Bell Fountain begins a run of their own. Jacob Salyer muscles his way to the hoop for the score. Chieftains pull within 6. Later in the quarter, Salyer kicks it out to C.J. Butler, and the sophomore tickles the twine, as Dylan loves to say. Bell Fountain is now down 1. But the Raiders create the pressure. Vincent Borchers strips the rock away. He cashes in on the other end. Russia has a 14-point lead there. They go on to win at 77-43. They will meet Troy Christian in the final on Saturday.
It's a Shelby County versus MAC battle between Botkins and Minster. Since 2006, the Wildcats have an 11-5 record against the Trojans, but the last 8 meetings between these 2 programs have been split 4 games apiece. In the second quarter, here's Cory Koenig laying a fly from beyond the arc. He hits nothing but net, and the home team is now up by 11. It's so nice, you gotta see it twice, guys. Cotton Dosek feeds it to Koenig again, and he gets the 3-ball to fall once more. Botkins is now up by 19. Minster is looking to stop the bleeding. Cole Alberts gets the feed. He turns and lays it home with the left. But the Wildcats are still down by double digits. In the closing moments of the half, Cole McClurg drives to the hoop, and the junior gets a shot to go. But Minster trails 36-21 heading into the break. In the second half, the Trojans picked up where they left off. Dosek dials it up from long range, a game-high 35 points. Botkins improves to 8-1 with a 65-39 win. Staying in Shelby County, we got a conference battle between Fairlawn and Anna. The Rockets have a 13-game winning streak over the Jets and a 27-6 record against them since 2005. In the first quarter, Evan Myers sends it over to Kyle Edelman, and the senior buries the triple try. Rockets have a 5-0 lead, and the Jets take an early timeout. In the closing moments of the quarter, Garrett Matty grabs the loose rock. He takes it all the way to the other end for the score. The Jets are now down by 4. In the final seconds of the first, Evan Myers glides to the rack for the lane. A game-high 50 points for him tonight as Anna goes up by 6. To the second, Fairlawn looks to close the gap. Kylie Withrow uses the window to his advantage. The Jets are back within 4. Will it be the Rockets who ground the Jets tonight? Jacob Furrow spots up from long range. It's so good, 11 points for him. Anna wins 53-38.
The rest of Shelby County like this. Jackson Center, 55-29 with a win over Fort Loramie. Houston is in Covington for the Buccaneer Holiday Classic. They win 59-55 over Arcanum. One last holiday tournament up in Antwerp. Eden tops Hicksville 62-52. Edgerton over Antwerp 51-38 in the Route 49 Classic.
How you say Route?
Route. That'll do it for Hoops Friday night. For Tony Quach and Dylan Tyson, I'm Adam Solomon. We'll see you next week.
I still think it's Route.
It can be.